Good evening, everyone. I'm Nicole Perez.
And I'm Calvin Hughes, and here's a look at the stories making news on this Tuesday night.
Mass migrant landings continue here in South Florida. A group of more than 100 Haitian migrants made landfall in Key Largo today. One migrant telling Local 10 that even if he is sent back, he'd make the journey all over again to escape the violence in Haiti. Meanwhile, at least 2 cruise ships sailing back to port in South Florida reported stopping at sea over the weekend for the critical rescues of Cuban migrants. Officials say this historic surge in migrant landings is overwhelming local, state, and federal resources.
And only on Local 10 tonight, a family mourning their father finding a stranger's body in the casket, and months later his body has yet to be found. Emmanuel Funeral Homes has maintained from the start that the person in the casket was Edner, but DNA and dental records now confirm it was not. Edner died at Larkin Community Hospital in South Miami, which doesn't have a morgue, but the hospital says staff from Emmanuel Funeral Homes picked him up directly from his room. His daughters are now demanding answers as to how this accidental swap was made. The major mix-up is still under investigation.
Governor Ron DeSantis has been sworn in for his second term. The ceremony was held on the steps of the Capitol in Tallahassee today. DeSantis won re-election in November with 60% of the vote. While addressing his supporters, he touted making Florida as the place where freedom lives. DeSantis' popularity has grown on the national stage, especially within the Republican Party. While he has not officially announced a run for the White House, he's considered the top challenger for former President Trump in 2024.
And the Eagles have landed, and only Local 10 cameras were there as the marching band from Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School arrived at MIA after the trip of a lifetime. They performed across the pond at London's New Year's Day parade. School safety advocate Max Schachter, who lost his son Alex in the MST tragedy, helped make this trip possible. And the Eagle Regiment will be back on the world stage later on this year. They've been invited to perform at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City.
Yeah, as breaking news happens, we have you covered on air and online.
You can always go to our website for more information, local10.com. Be safe out there. See you back tomorrow.